Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2 collection. I have basically 5 out of the 11 new colors that they released. One of the colors that I got is actually the sheer balm. So I only have 4 colors basically to swatch for you. So what I'm going to be talking about is basically just the release and a little bit of the details, my thoughts on the packaging, and we'll be doing some swatches. I'll be doing some lip swatches, and then at the end of the video, I'll be doing some comparison swatches of the 4 colors that I got to the rest of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I have 16 of them, so I picked out colors that were similar to the 4 that I got, and we'll be going through those comparison swatches. So let's go ahead and talk about the experience basically that I had. So I purchased these off of the Charlotte Tilbury site. I had an early access VIP link, which I have in my Instagram profile. If you want to use that, I'll also throw that down in the description box. Because at the time of me filming this, they're still only available through this early access link. It's not on the regular site. If it changes by the time I actually upload this video, again, all that information will be down below in the description box. So the big hoopla around this release, I mean, aside from Charlotte Tilbury coming out with brand new lipstick shades, which is so exciting, is the fact that she came out with refillable lipstick cases. So that was really, really exciting. This is what one of the refillable cases looks like, and here is the refill on the inside. So very easy to pull out and very easy to switch and swap around. So one full lipstick, like the case and the refill, $37. You could get a Hot Lips kit, which includes the whole lipstick plus an extra like refill, and that's $56. Or you can just get a refill for $25. And like I mentioned, I ordered these off of the Charlotte Tilbury site, and I got these lipsticks the next day. I did not put in for a next day shipping method. I just chose the Shop Runner 2-day option, but I got them next day. So I was not disappointed in the shipping speed at all. It was really fantastic. I'm just gonna get all the cons out of the way. I'm like a bad news first kind of person. If I have good news and bad news, I want to hear the bad news first. So let me get all of that out of the way, and then we'll talk about the colors and the formula, and I'll do all the swatches and everything. So like I mentioned, I feel like the big kind of like hoopla around this release was these refillable cases. But when I went onto the site to order, you ordered a color, like I liked Glowing Gen. Glowing Gen is one of the colors that I got, and you got the case associated to it. You didn't have a choice to what case you wanted. And I mean, I thought, and I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but I thought you'd be able to go onto the site, you'd be able to pick your case, your lipstick color, and check out. Or you could buy any of the cases, or you could buy any of the refills. But you can buy the refills, but you can't buy individual empty cases, or you can't mix and match. So some of the annoyances I heard from you guys on Instagram was there were maybe 2 colors that you liked, but you would end up with the same case. And I thought that was just really, I don't know, really annoying. Like if you're going to market these like refillable cases, I would think that you'd be able to customize them. So that was a little bit of a disappointment for me. The other thing also, I feel like the whole refillable thing was not very well thought out because they're refillable and you can kind of swap and mix and match. So I really like this leopard case, and maybe I want to go ahead and stick another color in here or whatever. What they've done is they put the actual color name on the case. They didn't put it on the refill. So if you switch these around, these stickers don't make any sense. So I don't know why they put the sticker there. It just doesn't make any sense. And then there's no indication of what color it is actually on the refill. So I don't know. I thought that that was sloppy, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but I just thought that was a little bit sloppy because why would you put the sticker of the color on a case that you can like swap out the colors? So anyway, I did not like that. And then one thing I wanted to clear up. So I did like a quick little unboxing on my Instagram stories, and I mentioned that I thought that these felt light, but they're not light. They don't feel cheap. I didn't mean to say that. They don't feel cheap. They just don't feel quite as heavy and dense as I thought they were going to. I think in my mind, the other like refillable lipstick cases that I have are these La Bouche Rouge lipsticks, and these are much heavier than these. These feel very, very grounded, probably because they have like a magnet inside here. These are not magnetized. These just kind of, these are like the clicky ones. They just pull open and click shut. So maybe that's why they're not quite as heavy as the La Bouche Rouge. But they're also not quite as heavy as like my Kilian lipstick, and also not quite as heavy as the Tom Ford lipstick, but they're probably very similar to like the Sicily lipstick. I feel like they're probably on par with these. So again, they don't feel exceptionally light. They don't feel cheap in the hand. They just didn't match like my expectation of what they were going to feel like in my hand. I really thought they were going to feel like kind of heavy, and they don't. That is pretty much all of the cons that I had. That's it. Everything else I love about this collection. I love the colors that she released, the color range. It's beautiful. The nudes are beautiful. The deeper colors look really, really beautiful. I had a hard time kind of whittling it down to these 4 colors that I purchased. I like also that some of the colors are in the Kissing formula. I like that some of them are in the Matte Revolution formula. It kind of stinks like if you like a color and it's in the finish that you don't like, but I like that it's kind of mixed up a little bit. So I appreciate that. 3 of the colors I purchased are out of the Kissing formula, which I actually prefer, and then 1 is the Matte Revolution formula, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So just a little bit more about the packaging. So they came in these great boxes. The boxes are printed with the pattern basically of the case that's inside. So the leopard print case was inside this leopard print box. The Art Deco one came inside this Art Deco box. So I thought that was really nice. I like that kind of attention to detail. I thought that was really cool. And then there are 5 different refillable cases. So let me show you the 4 refillable cases that I got. The first one is the leopard case. The next one is the Art Deco case. The next one is this like Starry Night. And then the last one that I got is, I'm not sure if these are like Panthers or Jaguars. I think they're Panthers. They look very Cartier-like, but this Panther case. And now let me go ahead and show you some swatches of the 4 colors that I got. So the first one is JK Magic, and this is of the Kissing formula, and this is just a really, really wonderful straight up nude color. Next, I got In Love with Olivia, and this color is a little bit deeper, but it's also like a little bit peachier in tone. It's a little bit less neutral than the JK. Next, I got Glowing Jen, and this is, again, just a richer kind of nude color. It's a little bit deeper. It's fairly neutral, and this is in the Kissing formula, as is the Olivia. I think I forgot to mention that. The Olivia is also in the Kissing formula. And then the last color I got is Red Hot Susan, and this is in the Matte Revolution formula, and this is a really warm kind of brick orangey kind of red. All right, so let me go ahead and lip swatch these. I'm going to start with the JK color. That's the lightest one that I have, JK Magic. And I'm not going to use any lip liner because I don't want it to alter the color or the appearance of this lipstick. So hopefully they'll lip swatch okay. So there is the JK color. I think it's a really, really pretty nude. It swatches more neutral than it looks on my lips. I feel like my lips turn it a little bit warm, a little bit peachy. And these Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are no different from our other ones. They have that kind of vanilla-y scent to them. And this Kissing formula is amazing. So creamy, so moisturizing on the lips. It's so comfortable. Absolutely love it. Next, we have In Love with Olivia. Really, really pretty peachy kind of nude, a little bit deeper than the JK Magic color. Again, this is in the Kissing formula, so very, very comfortable. Next, we have Glowing Jen. And yet again, something a little bit deeper than the Olivia and the JK Magic. But I feel like they all fall kind of like in the same family. They're kind of neutral, but maybe a little bit warm leaning. And last but not least, Red Hot Susan. And there is Red Hot Susan. So I love the formula of the Kissing lipsticks, the Matte Revolution. I'm just not a matte fan, but in terms of matte lipsticks, this is probably one of the more comfortable matte formulas I've ever experienced. You definitely get like a no shine kind of lip. You can see how pretty flat matte it looks, but it feels really creamy on the lips. So the formula is definitely very consistent with her existing line of those two finishes. And I think these new shades they're just really beautiful. If you're a nude lover, you're going to be so pleased. They're really, really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some comparison swatches because they do look a little similar to some of the colors that I have in my collection. I have 16 Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I don't have all of them, but I do have a lot of them. So I did swatch them with the ones that I had that I thought were really close. So let's go ahead and jump into those comparison swatches. So here is a swatch of JK Magic, which is all the way on the left, and I'll read off the colors that I swatched next to it from left to right. First there is Super Cindy, then Bitch Perfect, Nude Kate, Hepburn Honey, and then Confession. Confession is probably my favorite Charlotte Tilbury color, and unfortunately that was limited edition. I think she brought it back again, and then anyway, it's gone. I can't seem to find it anywhere, but that is I think my favorite Charlotte Tilbury nude color. And this JK Magic color is very close. The Confession is just a little bit deeper and a little bit more neutral than the JK. Next, I have comparison swatches for the In Love with Olivia color. And next to that, I have swatched Kidman's Kiss, Bitch Perfect again, Super Cindy again, and Stoned Rose. And these four colors, again, I feel like they kind of are, kind of similar to the In Love with Olivia, maybe the same family, but none of them are like really, really close. None of them are like dupes at all. So that is In Love with Olivia. Next, we have Glowing Jen, and I have swatched next to that. I have Pillow Talk, Secret Salma, Very Victoria, and Bond Girl. And again, same with the Olivia color. I just don't find any of these to be like super close. They're all kind of in the same family again, but nothing where I feel like if you have one, you don't need this one if you really like this color. It's like, it's different enough. So that is Glowing Jen. And then for Red Hot Susan, I have So Marilyn and then Love Bite swatched next to it. And I feel like Red Hot Susan kind of falls in between these two. And it's also like a little bit warmer than either of these. All right, and just a few words about the balm. It kind of has like, well, first it has a really nice texture. It feels really, really great on the lips. This was actually the first thing I tried on when I opened up the box. So I really like the texture. It's dense enough to really feel like it's doing something, good for your lips, but not too dense where it just feels like, like you have goop on your mouth. So I like that. It has almost like the Pat McGrath lip balm. It's a little bit, I want to say it's a little bit thicker. There's like a little bit more drag with the Charlotte Tilbury versus the Pat McGrath. The Pat McGrath is like a little bit thinner. It kind of just, it goes on, it's very light, it kind of like sinks right into the lips. This one is a little bit thicker, but it has like, I swatched it, I don't know if you can see that, but it just, I don't know, I couldn't get it really, the camera to pick it up, but it really has, again, like the Pat McGrath, it really has like a nice little sheen. Like if you put it on to bare lips, it'll look almost, I don't know, like you have a very, very slight veil over your lips. I don't want to go so far as to say like it looks milky or that you do have like a satin sheen or anything like that. It just looks like a veil of something. It's that kind of lip balm. I'm sure you guys have lip balms like that. I don't know if I'm over explaining it, but anyway, that is kind of the sheen that you get. There is like a vanilla minty kind of scent to it, but definitely no minty feel on the lips. There's no plumping mintiness, which I love. So that is the balm. And I think that's it. I think I said everything I wanted to say. Information will be down below in the description box. And I said my piece at the beginning of the video, all my little pet peeves about it. Other than that, I love the formula. I love the colors. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I'm excited to see the direction that this line goes in. I'm excited to see, maybe more cases that come out. I'm excited to see maybe a different shopping experience where you can really customize. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below if you have any questions and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video.